The sky rips open with an explosion of light, and alien ships, bigger than any skyscraper, fall from the heavens, igniting the world in terror. Alien Hulk, a colossal beast of dark, glowing energy, crashes through the city, causing earthquakes with every step. Alien Wonder Woman, fierce and unstoppable, slashes through the air with a weapon capable of destroying entire armies. Superman's greatest fear isn't the enemy. It's whether Earth's heroes are strong enough to survive. And as the chaos unfolds, an unexpected betrayal is already brewing, one that will break them from within. The invasion begins. It's the golden age of peace. Cities gleam under the bright sky, and heroes walk among the people, celebrated and trusted like gods. For years, Earth's greatest defenders have kept the world safe, each victory adding to their legacy. Superman, the beacon of hope, flies high above the peaceful cities, watching over his home. Iron Man, with his brilliance and his sarcasm, is busy fine-tuning new technologies to protect the planet. Hulk, the unstoppable force of nature, is content to be left alone, only called into action when needed. Thor, the god of thunder, keeps the balance between humanity and the cosmos. But no peace lasts forever. Deep in the universe, a storm is brewing, a force that threatens to unravel everything they've built. Earth's peace shatters in an instant, as the very sky splits open, tearing apart the calm that has held the world together. Alien ships, massive beyond belief, descend from the heavens, creating shockwaves that ripple through the atmosphere. The Earth trembles, and the heroes feel the disturbance from miles away. What the hell is that? Iron Man mutters, scanning the skies with his helmet. His voice carries the edge of a nervous chuckle, but deep down, even he can feel the weight of the situation. Superman's jaw tightens, his face set in grim determination. It's not just an attack, Tony. They've come for more than just Earth, they've come for us. The ships loom overhead, their alien designs unlike anything the world has ever seen. They pulse with dark energy, an aura that seems to drain the very life from the air around them. As they touch down, the ground shakes beneath the heroes' feet. The first ship lands, sending a blast of energy into the Earth's crust, creating a fissure that splits the land. From within the ship emerges Alien Hulk, a massive figure with glowing green skin, his eyes burning with an otherworldly fire. His monstrous form is nearly unstoppable, each step cracking the pavement beneath him. "We have to stop him," Superman shouts, his fists clenched. He rockets into the sky, soaring toward the alien giant with all the speed of a bullet. But as he nears Alien Hulk, the ground beneath him erupts, and the alien's fist meets him head-on, sending him spiraling through a building, leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. Iron Man follows, hovering in his suit, firing a barrage of repulsor blasts toward the alien behemoth. "Come on, big guy, let's see how you handle a little Stark tech," he says, his voice dripping with sarcasm. But his blasts bounce off Alien Hulk's glowing skin with no effect. "We need more power," Iron Man mutters to himself, realizing the magnitude of the threat. Meanwhile, Alien Wonder Woman emerges from a second ship, her figure radiating a terrifying aura. She carries a sword forged from dark cosmic energy, capable of cutting through anything it touches. Her eyes glow with the power of 1,000 stars, and with a flick of her wrist, she shatters a nearby skyscraper, sending debris raining down on the streets below. She laughs, her voice carrying across the city like a thunderclap. Superman, recovering from his crash, grits his teeth. "We can't let them get a foothold." He charges at Alien Wonder Woman, but she spins around with lightning speed, her sword slicing through the air. The clash of their powers creates a shockwave that knocks Superman back. Iron Man lands beside Superman, dusting himself off. "This is bad, Clark. This is really bad." Just as they're about to regroup, a new threat emerges from the shadows. Alien Batman, a twisted version of the hero they once knew. He's equipped with alien tech, so advanced it seems almost like magic. Drones that swarm the skies, gadgets that can hack into the most secure systems, and weapons that seem to defy physics. "It's not enough to destroy you," Alien Batman says in a voice that sounds like a distorted echo of their friend. "I'm here to take everything from you. Your hope, your faith, your future." As Alien Hulk continues to wreak havoc, Superman and Iron Man team up to face the overwhelming forces. But it's clear that this isn't just an attack, it's an awakening. The invaders are part of something far bigger, and the Earth's mightiest heroes are being tested in ways they never imagined. What are they after? Iron Man asks, his voice tense as he scans the area for weaknesses. Not just Earth. They're after us. They want to destroy everything we stand for. Superman responds, his eyes narrowing. We need to stop them before it's too late. But as the heroes prepare to face this new deadly enemy, they feel something they've never experienced before, doubt. Can they defeat beings with powers beyond comprehension? Can they protect Earth and the people they love from a threat that might be too powerful to stop? Just as the heroes gather their strength for the fight ahead, the worst happens. Alien Hulk captures Lois Lane, Superman's greatest love, and holds her high above the city, his massive hands threatening to crush her. If you want her back, come and take her, Alien Hulk taunts, his voice rumbling like thunder. Superman's heart skips a beat, his fear for Lois overtaking his rational mind. In that moment, he's forced to confront his greatest fear, not the aliens, not the battle, but the possibility of losing the ones he loves. The stakes are personal now. Don't do it, Clark, Iron Man warns, his voice strained. Think about the bigger picture. We have to stop them, not just save Lois. But Superman can't stop. His mind races. His heart pounds in his chest as he charges toward Alien Hulk with everything he has left. His fists glow with his Kryptonian strength, but as he closes the distance, he realizes that it's not just physical strength that's required to defeat this enemy. It's willpower, it's heart, and it's something he may not have anymore. As Superman fights for Lois's life, Alien Wonder Woman and Alien Batman launch their own attacks, keeping Iron Man and the others at bay. The heroes are outnumbered, outgunned, and on the brink of failure. And just when it seems like all hope is lost, a new revelation shakes the very core of their belief in themselves. They're not just invaders, Superman mutters, his voice shaking. They're from the future, and they believe this war is their only chance to save the universe. Betrayal and revelation. The battle rages on, but the situation is spiraling out of control. Alien Hulk, still holding Lois Lane in his massive hand, taunts Superman with cruel mockery. Every swing of his colossal fist sends shockwaves through the streets, sending debris flying like a storm of destruction. Superman charges forward, his fists crackling with Kryptonian energy, but each blow he lands is absorbed by Alien Hulk's impenetrable skin. You think you can save her, Kal-El? Alien Hulk roars, his voice a terrifying bellow. You're too weak. This world will burn, just like your dreams. Superman's heart races. He sees the terror in Lois's eyes, but every attempt to reach her is thwarted by Alien Hulk's brute force. Lois, hold on, he yells, but it's useless. The monster's grip tightens, and Superman feels his hope falter. Iron Man, hovering nearby, watches helplessly, scanning the battlefield with his tech. We need a plan, Clark. You're not going to save her like this. Tony shouts, his voice laced with panic. Shut up, Tony. Superman snaps, his focus fixed solely on Lois. The ground beneath him cracks as he powers toward Alien Hulk, faster than ever. But then, something happens that makes even Iron Man freeze in disbelief. The massive cosmic portal in the sky pulses once, and suddenly, the entire battlefield is engulfed in a violent storm. Alien Thor appears, his hammer crackling with energy. His eyes glow with cosmic fury, and the very air around him trembles. With a single swing of his hammer, a thunderclap rips through the city, knocking Superman and Iron Man back. Thor, we can't let them win. Superman shouts as he struggles to regain his footing. You cannot stop fate, son of Krypton. Alien Thor's voice booms, laced with an unsettling mix of sorrow and anger. This war is our salvation, not your destruction. Meanwhile, Alien Wonder Woman stands high above the destruction, surveying the battlefield. She grips her sword tightly, her eyes glowing with dark energy. Every step she takes is filled with purpose, her every movement cutting through the air with grace and power. She watches as Superman and Iron Man attempt to rally, her lips curling into a cruel smile. The time for mercy is over, she murmurs to herself. These heroes are too weak to understand. We are the future, and they are the past. But just as the heroes struggle to regroup, the worst possible scenario unfolds. Iron Man, the last line of defense between the invaders and Earth's remaining hope, is struck by a blast from alien Batman's drones, his suit failing as it powers down. His body falls, crashing to the ground in a heap of sparking metal and smoldering circuitry. "Tony," Superman shouts, his eyes wide with disbelief. Iron Man struggles to lift himself off the ground, groaning. "I'm fine, just a little overheated." His voice is weak, his suit clearly damaged, but he stands. Superman tries to fly over to help, but alien Wonder Woman intercepts him. She swings her sword in a deadly arc, forcing him to backpedal. "I will end you here, Kryptonian," she spits, her voice cold as ice. "Your world is mine to destroy." Iron Man, struggling but determined, raises his fist. "Clark, go for it. I'll keep them distracted." But before Superman can make his move, a shocking voice echoes through the chaos. "Stop." Everyone turns. Standing there, cloaked in shadows, is the alien leader, the one pulling the strings from behind the scenes. His face is obscured by a helmet, but his presence sends a chill down Superman's spine. "Enough," the leader commands. With a wave of his hand, the storm subsides, and the alien forces momentarily pull back. Alien Hulk releases Lois, throwing her aside like a ragdoll. Superman rushes to her side, catching her just before she hits the ground. His heart pounds as he sees the bruises on her body, the signs of the torment she endured. "Lois, are you all right?" he breathes, but her eyes are filled with confusion, as if she doesn't understand what just happened. The alien leader steps forward, his voice like thunder. "You've lost, heroes. The war is already decided. The time has come for the world to see the true power of the universe." Superman's fists clench. "Who are you?" he demands. "What do you want from us?" The leader removes his helmet, revealing a face that is eerily familiar. "I am you, Kal-El," he says, his voice icy and unyielding. "I come from your future. We are the last remnants of a civilization that perished, destroyed by the very people you call heroes. I'm here to save this universe, even if it means burning yours." The revelation hits Superman like a freight train. "You're from the future?" he whispers. "Yes," the leader says. "And we are here to ensure that the mistakes of the past do not repeat. The war between heroes and villains must end. I will destroy this timeline and rebuild it in my image." The room is silent as the weight of his words settles over them. Superman's mind races. "We're fighting against ourselves," he thinks, struggling to comprehend this new reality. But before he can process further, the leader snaps his fingers and Alien Thor, Alien Wonder Woman, and Alien Hulk spring into action once again. The heroes are overwhelmed. The battle, once a fight for survival, is now a fight for their very future. "It's over, Kal-El," the alien leader says. "The end of your world is inevitable. But you still have one chance. Join us or face the consequences." Superman looks around at his team, Iron Man, who is still barely holding on, Lois, who is shaken but alive, and the other heroes who are already preparing for their next fight. He knows one thing for sure: this isn't just a fight for Earth. This is a fight for time itself. And just like that, the stage is set for a battle that will rewrite history. The question is, can the heroes overcome their own past and stop the future from destroying them? The final gambit. The stakes have never been higher. The alien leader, claiming to be from the future, has shattered everything the heroes thought they knew. Time itself is under siege, and now the fate of not just Earth, but the entire universe, rests on a knife's edge. Superman, Iron Man, and the rest of Earth's mightiest defenders stand face to face with their greatest challenge yet, an enemy that knows them better than they know themselves. The alien leader, an older version of Superman, twisted by the horrors of the future, has given them an impossible choice. Join him and help rebuild the universe in his image, or watch it all burn. Superman's mind races. How can we fight against our own future, he wonders, but his resolve is unbreakable. The time for doubt is over. "I'll never join you," he declares, his voice filled with defiance. With that, the battle resumes. "You think you can stop me?" The alien leader's voice cuts through the chaos as he raises his hand, and in an instant, Alien Thor, Alien Wonder Woman, and Alien Hulk attack with renewed fury. Their powers are unstoppable. Thor's cosmic storms tear through the skies, Wonder Woman's sword slashes through the air with deadly precision, and Alien Hulk's rampage leaves destruction in his wake. Superman charges at Alien Thor, his fists glowing with Kryptonian power. "We've faced threats before, Thor, but you've never faced this," he roars. But Thor's hammer crackles with cosmic energy, and the two collide in a massive explosion. The ground splits beneath them, creating a chasm that threatens to swallow them whole. Iron Man flies in, firing repulsor beams at Alien Wonder Woman, but her sword deflects the blasts with ease. "You're too weak to defeat me, Stark," she sneers, before swinging her blade at him. He barely dodges, his suit taking a hit that sends sparks flying. Meanwhile, Hulk faces off against Alien Hulk, two titans locked in a brutal clash. Hulk smash. Hulk roars, but Alien Hulk retaliates with a crushing blow that sends him flying through a nearby building. The force of the punch sends shock waves across the city, and the very ground trembles beneath them. "We need to end this now," Iron Man calls out, his voice filled with urgency. "We can't keep fighting them like this. We need a strategy." Superman, battered but determined, pulls himself from the wreckage of his fight with Alien Thor. "We can't let them tear the world apart. We need to get to the leader before he can activate whatever doomsday plan he has." But even as they fight, the alien leader's voice echoes in their minds. "You can't win. The future is already decided. You're nothing more than pawns in a game you cannot understand." With each word, doubt creeps into their hearts. But Superman knows one thing for certain. They cannot give up. "Not now. We fight for the people," Superman says, his voice steady. "We fight for the future, and we'll never stop." Iron Man, now recharged and ready, formulates a plan. "All right, here's what we're going to do. We take out the big guy, Alien Hulk, and then we go after the alien leader. We can't let him manipulate us anymore." Superman nods, his eyes locking with Iron Man's. "Let's finish this." The heroes launch their final assault. Superman flies straight at Alien Hulk, using his speed and strength to land a series of devastating blows. Alien Hulk retaliates with brute force, but Superman uses his agility to dodge and strike with pinpoint precision. Meanwhile, Iron Man targets Alien Wonder Woman, using his repulsor beams to keep her distracted long enough for Spider-Man to slip in and disable her sword with a well-timed web shot. "Nice job, kid," Iron Man calls out, as Wonder Woman stumbles back, momentarily disoriented. But the alien leader isn't done. He raises his hand once more, and the sky darkens as he calls down a torrent of energy from the cosmic storm he's created. "It's over," he says, his voice filled with cold certainty. "This is the end of everything." With a sudden burst of energy, the heroes push forward. Superman flies straight at the alien leader, his fists glowing with intense heat. "This ends now," he yells. But as he closes in on the leader, something strange happens. A flash of light engulfs him, and for a moment, he feels like he's slipping out of time itself. The alien leader's voice echoes in his mind. "You were always meant to lose, Kal-El. It was written in the stars." Superman fights against the pull of the light, his will stronger than ever. "No," he mutters, gritting his teeth. "I won't let this happen." With one final push, Superman reaches the alien leader, and in a flash of Kryptonian power, he lands a blow that shatters the leader's helmet. The alien's true face is revealed, a twisted, scarred version of Superman, corrupted by his own choices. "This is your future, Kal-El," the alien leader whispers, his voice barely audible. "And you will never escape it." But Superman, with the strength of his heart and the will of a hero, delivers a final crushing blow, sending the alien leader crashing to the ground. The cosmic storm begins to fade, and for the first time in hours, the air feels still. But the victory is bittersweet. The damage to Earth is immense, and the heroes are left with more questions than answers. "This isn't over," Superman says, his voice filled with determination. The future still looms over us. But together, we'll face whatever comes next. The shattered hope. The alien leader lies defeated, his twisted vision of the future crumbling with his fall. But even as Superman stands victorious over the shattered remnants of the cosmic storm, something deep inside him stirs, a feeling of unease. This victory, as hard-fought as it was, feels hollow. The damage to Earth is catastrophic. Cities lie in ruins, and the sky remains darkened by the remnants of the storm that nearly tore the world apart. We did it, right? Iron Man says, his voice tinged with exhaustion as he hovers beside Superman, his suit barely holding together. The battle left him with more than just physical wounds. His usual humor is gone, replaced by a grim seriousness. "It's over, Tony," Superman replies, his voice heavy. "We've stopped the invasion. The future won't happen, but it feels like we've lost something else." As they survey the devastation, alien Wonder Woman, now stripped of her cosmic power, stands in the distance. She's no longer the powerful warrior who crushed everything in her path. Her shoulders are slumped, and there's a haunted look in her eyes. She doesn't seem like a conqueror anymore, just a broken soldier, defeated by her own ideals. "You think this was the end?" Her voice cuts through the air, startling the heroes. She steps forward, eyes filled with sorrow. The alien leader was just a part of something much larger. He wasn't the cause. He was the symptom. Superman narrows his eyes, his voice hardening. "What are you talking about?" "The true enemy," she begins, shaking her head. "It's not just us. It's the universe itself. Everything we fought for, everything you've worked for, is just a battle in a much larger war. The future we saw was inevitable. You can't stop what's coming." A chill runs down Superman's spine. The alien leader's words resurface in his mind. This was never about Earth. It was about saving a dying universe. He shakes his head, pushing the thought aside. "We can't give up now. We can rebuild. We can fix what was broken." But even as he speaks, the ground beneath their feet trembles once more. The sky flickers as an unnatural energy pulses from the distance. Iron Man's HUD flickers, scanning the area. No, not again. Something's wrong. Suddenly, the sky above them splits wide open once more. This time, it's not just ships from the future. They're ships from every corner of the universe, colossal and ominous. "They're not done," Iron Man mutters, his voice cracking. "What are these?" Hulk's voice rumbles as he looks toward the sky. His eyes flicker with fear for the first time in ages. The new threat is far more than the heroes could have ever imagined. "We've been fighting the wrong battle," alien Wonder Woman says softly, her eyes now filled with regret. "You think this was the enemy? The truth is, they never intended to conquer you. They only wanted to prepare you for what comes next." A low rumble shakes the earth. The heroes brace themselves, but they know, whatever comes now, they're no longer ready for it. Their victory, hard won as it was, now feels like the prelude to something far worse. Superman steps forward, his eyes blazing with resolve. "We can't let this happen. Not again." "What can we do?" Iron Man asks, his voice filled with fear and exhaustion. Superman's voice is firm, unwavering. "We fight. We fight for the future. We fight for Earth." And with that, the heroes prepare for the unimaginable battle ahead. The alien ships, now descending in a great arc, release figures cloaked in shadows, figures that radiate pure, unimaginable power. In the distance, the sun begins to rise, but it is no ordinary sunrise. It's the beginning of a new dawn, a dawn that will either see the Earth saved or destroyed. "No more running," Superman says. "We face it together, or we fall together." The heroes stand united, ready to face whatever comes next. With the future uncertain and the enemy stronger than ever, Earth's last line of defense holds its ground. The final stand. The skies above Earth crack open like shattered glass. Alien ships, bigger and more menacing than any the heroes have faced before, descend in perfect formation. The very air trembles with their arrival. The battle isn't over. In fact, it's just begun. "This is it," Superman mutters, staring up at the darkened sky, his eyes burning with determination. No more running. No more hesitation. We fight. Iron Man, battered but unbroken, recalibrates his suit. You think we're ready for this? He laughs bitterly, his voice cracking with exhaustion. We're not ready for anything like this. But we don't have a choice. Hulk stands next to them, fists clenched, his massive body trembling with a mixture of rage and fear. Hulk ready to smash, he roars, his voice echoing across the ruins of the city. But it's not the destruction on the ground they need to worry about now. The true enemy, the ones that were always watching from the shadows, are here. You should have joined us. Alien Wonder Woman's voice rings out from above, her figure silhouetted against the ominous glow of the alien fleet. But now you will be crushed beneath the weight of your ignorance. Superman steps forward, his eyes burning with fury. You're wrong. We will never give up. Not while we still have the strength to fight. Suddenly, the ground shakes violently. From the shadows of the ships, figures emerge. They're not just soldiers, they're beasts of cosmic power, their very presence bending the fabric of reality. We have been waiting, one of them says, its voice like thunder. And now the reckoning has come. Iron Man's suit whirs to life, repulsors firing at the incoming enemies. I'm not going down without a fight, he says, gritting his teeth. Let's finish this for good. The heroes charge, each of them brimming with determination, their hearts burning with a will to protect Earth. Superman takes on the lead, his fists crackling with energy. He moves at incredible speed, clashing with the monstrous figure in front of him. This is our world, not yours, he shouts as he strikes. But the enemy doesn't flinch. It retaliates with a force so powerful, it sends Superman crashing to the ground. Iron Man unleashes a series of repulsor blasts, targeting the alien leader. Time to turn the tables, he says, his eyes narrowing. But the leader deflects the blasts effortlessly. You are nothing compared to the might of the future, the alien leader sneers. Hulk charges, slamming into the alien leader with a roar. Hulk smash. But the leader counters with a brutal punch that sends Hulk skidding backward. As the heroes struggle to hold their ground, they realize something crucial. We can't do this alone, Superman says, gasping for breath. We need each other. They rally, putting aside their differences and combining their strengths. Superman's heat vision slices through the air, Iron Man fires missiles, and Hulk smashes with all his might. Together, they overwhelm the alien forces, one by one. But the alien leader isn't finished yet. You may have won the battle, he growls, but the war is far from over. And with that, the alien leader raises his hand, summoning an even greater cosmic storm. The sky darkens, and a massive explosion rips through the battlefield. But Superman's resolve is unshakable. This ends now, he shouts, charging directly at the alien leader. His fists glow with an unstoppable energy. In a final heart-pounding clash, Superman lands the ultimate blow, destroying the leader's weapon and collapsing the cosmic storm. The alien forces, defeated and broken, begin to fade into nothingness. The heroes stand together, bruised and bloodied, but victorious. We did it, Iron Man says, his voice filled with relief. We won. But as the dust settles, Superman looks up at the sky, his face etched with worry. The battle is over, but the war is far from finished. The camera pulls back, showing the heroes standing united, ready for whatever comes next.